The best thing I've seen out of this government shutdown and the fact that SNAP might shut down in November is the fact that everyone is collectively agreeing they're gonna rob the big grocery stores. Motherfucker, it's on. Walmart, you better be ready. You better be ready. Because if these motherfuckers don't get their SNAP and they can't put food on their table for their kids, you better lock your doors. You better lock your fucking doors because they're going to be in there with full fucking carts and they're going to be out of there. Everything. Everything they fucking need. It's going to be on your fucking dime, Walmart. Your dime.
All right, so food stamps are coming to an end, and a lot of people are mad about it. Let's dive in. Now, I want to talk about this first video we saw here specifically. If this happens on large scale across the country, the grocery stores will shut down permanently, and the majority of the population will starve to death. Good luck. And there's a lot of these, so buckle up.
Under my EBT post, somebody asked, why are my nails done? And aside from the fact that, like, I literally got my nails done because I love Halloween and I'm not doing anything for Halloween, and I haven't got my nails done in like 2 fucking months since losing my job, and I really just want to do something nice for myself. Are poor people not supposed to do things? Like, I never travel. I've never been out of this fucking country, and I want to go bad. And me and my husband were going to try and make it happen, like, by January, February, and now we got this court case, and we can't leave the motherfucking state. Well, he can't. I can't. I'm not leaving without him. What the hell? So it's just like, do you think that poor people never go on vacation? Do you think that poor people just never do anything for themselves? They do. They do. We do. We do. And we deserve that. Especially, I'm not going to say especially me, but a person such as myself, who the little bit of energy and resources I do have largely goes to helping other people. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get my nails done when I feel like it. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Bye.
No, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve anything. You're not put on this earth to deserve things. No, you don't go on vacation. You're poor. You don't get your nails done. You don't have tattoos. You don't have jewelry. All those things she has. How is it that you can not afford to buy food, but you can afford tattoos, jewelry, and fake nails? And you can afford to go on vacation. But you can't afford food. These are my tax dollars funding your life. If you cannot afford food, you cannot afford anything else other than the necessities. Those are the only things you can afford.
This message is for everybody that's not on food stamps and that is on TikTok laughing and just so happy that people ain't gonna get their food stamps. This message is for y'all. Y'all be like, oh, I got a job. I can pay for my food. Y'all ain't gonna have food stamps. How y'all gonna eat? Baby, how you think they gonna eat? Off you. Yeah, off you. You know how many homes about to get broken into? You know how many people about to get knocked over the head coming out their job or leaving the ATM or the bank? You know how many people about to get set the fuck up? I'm just saying, while you over there laughing, grinning, cheesing, looking like Chester the cat, baby, they gonna go for y'all first. They coming for y'all first. I'm just saying. Don't laugh at somebody else's pain, baby, because guess what? They gonna make you feel that shit 10 times worse. Just saying. Be blessed, though.
Well, I'm not on TikTok laughing at these people. I do genuinely feel for people who cannot afford food. I've been in situations where I was living in poverty. It's not fun. I always have been able to afford food, really. But, I mean, I lived on unemployment for like 2 years during the 2008 debacle. So, I've been there. I know what it's like to struggle. But these people who are complaining are not struggling. That's the problem. And please, please, please come into my house to take my food. Give me an excuse. Which would you like to take first? One of my many forged steel swords? How about one of my forged steel knives? Or how about my spear? And that doesn't even include my other, much more effective forms of self-defense.
Did you hear what's going on with Trump and them? Apparently, they shut down November and December food stamp. I just got a note from them saying they gonna shut my food stamps. Ohio, you bet not. You bet not feed in that allegation. You better pay me my food stamps. I better get my food stamps. Let me not get no food stamps November and December. Free me. Get my commissary out, because I'm taking up the stove and taking everything. Making my way downtown to the White House. I'm going to White House. Quick, quick. I'm going to the White House. Quick, quick. I'm going to the White House. Sue me, Trump.
Well, she can afford makeup. And now it looks like she has a filter on her face, but I don't know for sure. So she can afford copious amounts of makeup. She has fake eyelashes, eyeliner, concealer, lipstick. Her hair's straight, and even though she's black. So by what method are you straightening your hair? That costs money. And she's like 200, 250. So she doesn't need to eat. She's eaten enough. She weighs way more than I do, and I bet she's shorter than me.
If they take away SNAP benefits in November and December, y'all better be fucking stealing from Walmarts, big corporations, Whole Foods. Stay away from the small stores and family-owned stuff. If, like, especially people in Albuquerque, like, companies are going to be really fucking mad if they lose money, especially if everyone who lost food stamps just starts fucking stealing.
Overweight, eyebrow piercing, septum piercing, hair dye, and tattoo. At least one. Get a job.
If they're going to cut off food stamps, bitch, 5-figure discount. What? What the are y'all going to do when they cut off food stamps? You are just so funny. The affirmation of your day is to mind your fucking business, sir, and go feed your kids and stop creeping with your cousin and also sleeping with the neighbor's dog. Okay.
I don't understand this obsession they have with accusing white people of having sex with animals. However, you have multiple tattoos all over your body, including multiple on your face, so your argument is invalid.
I want to be in the grocery store when they start looting it, because you think that people are going to be hungry? You think that these people not going to get their Thanksgiving? Baby, when they run up in there and start stealing them turkeys, oh, it's going to be like Christmas came early up in this bitch. I want to see the first news story about somebody stealing a turkey, because you know that shit about to go down, and I wanna be front row for it, because I'm here for it. Get everything up out of the grocery store. Get it all.
Ear piercings, nose piercing, fake eyelashes, eyeshadow, lip gloss, possible hair dye, and multiple tattoos. Get a freaking job and stop using my money to adorn your body.
It's so hard to...
I'm leaving this one up because it's so crazy. But this woman has 12, as I count, 12 facial piercings. Looks like dozens of tattoos. I don't know. They go up underneath her shirt. Silver chains. And she could stand to lose a few pounds. The other lady was better. She had fake nails and some jewelry. But still, like, you don't need to get free food.
You know what? If I don't get my food stamps, I'm going to Walmart, I'm going to rack up, and I'm going to ride right out the door, and I dare anybody to put their hands on me. I'm going back to stealing, so you better lock your cars. I'm going to take everything in sight.
Jewelry, lip gloss. Looks like she's overweight.
Trump, it ain't nothing like niggas been knew how to steal. Like, please, I'll go steal a whole turkey, bitch, and a ham. Like, what up? I don't know what the fuck wrong with Trump, but I don't know if he want war or not. But niggas is ready. At the end of the day, shit, I'll go buy it or I'll go steal it. It ain't nothing. I steal all that shit anyway. Y'all ready for the looting? The fuck is going on? I'm in tune this time. I ain't missing this time. Shit, I'm outside.
Lip gloss, foundation, eyeliner, 3 facial piercings, and I bet she has a ton of tattoos, but she's just not showing us them.
You know, people are out here talking about they happy to see SNAP being cut off and everything. They happy to see people starving, can't feed their families. But when they end up at your door, ready to feed their family by any means necessary, you will have a change of tune. Example for y'all that want these people to be off of SNAP or whatever because you feel like you're better than them. You wake up early one morning, you happy, you go to work, you ain't never been written up, you ain't never nothing. And you get in there, and they fire you. What you gonna do? Sarah, honey, I'm sorry calling you, but I lost my job. I don't know what to do. I ain't never been unemployed like this. Unemployment gone. Ain't no SNAP benefits. And nobody hired me. They look at me like I'm a bum.
If you missed it, he did throw unemployment in there. Unemployment gone, he said. But no, if I get laid off, I'm going to collect unemployment and I'll go to a food bank. I can collect EBT if I have to. There's all sorts of options out there for me. And I'm not saying that, look, if you need food, go get it. I'm not saying that don't get it if you need it. As you can see throughout this video, what I've been pointing out is people who are overweight, who have adornments that are completely unnecessary, and yet they're demanding that they get free food. If you can pay for those adornments, you can pay for food.
Yeah, I told y'all, with or without EBT, me and mine gonna eat.
Clock it. Of course we gonna eat.
On who? On cuz now. We gonna eat.
Again, we have jewelry, hair dye, makeup, overweight. It's uncanny.
I'm telling you, if you work in a grocery store, you didn't see shit. I'll pop your bitch ass. You didn't see shit. Because guess what? You'll clock out with seeing less. You'll have a fucking swollen ass eye, and I'll take the charges. I know where I'm going. It's worth it.
All right, well, I don't work at a grocery store, but if I did and you pulled that on me, you'd be walking away seeing a lot less than me because I carry around pepper spray. But not only that, I'd probably just go all in and you'd end up eating through a straw. So would it be worth it then, sir? You want to assault me? I'm going to defend myself with extreme prejudice.
For those of you laughing because I'm on welfare, I just want to show you something real quick. This is my upcoming pending deposit for SNAP EBT for November. If you are laughing at me right now because you think that I'm going to suffer come November, you better think again. I know how to work the system into my favor. I know how to get what I want. I have multiple sources of income, and that's where a lot of you go wrong. You rely on one source of income. But if you had multiple, if something like this were to happen where EBT gets shut down, you still have your other sources of income. But regardless, I'm still gonna get my EBT money for November. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm gonna get mine, and that's that. Love you.
Now, if you weren't looking at this screen, I have bad news for you. Her payouts for her free handouts for food, supposedly, whatever, are almost $4,200 a month, which is equivalent to more than the average wage in the nation. This woman, of course, has jewelry on, eyelashes, fake eyelashes, possible hair dye, and is overweight. This is why we need to cut this stuff off.
Y'all better lock y'all cars at night, lock your cars, lock your house up. If you're one of them people that just leave your car unlocked, parked in your driveway, you better lock it. With the food stamps being gone and people not gonna have people gonna eat, okay? Nobody's just gonna, this is 2025, nobody's just not gonna eat. Food stamps, I'm telling you right now, even with the government shutdown and the food stamps and stuff being gone for next month, and it's gonna affect everybody, there's about to be a lot of stuff going on, okay? I'm not even going to talk about it too much because, hey, you know what's about to happen. Lock your cars, lock them.
Jewelry, makeup, obese.
How are these people going to pay their light bill if they can't sell food stamps? Because y'all know a lot of people be selling their stamps, right? So how they going to pay their rent? How they going to pay their light bill? And they can't sell stamps. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know somebody. I'm just trying to figure it out because the food stamps we have in multi-purposes now.
Now, food stamps is now EBT. It stands for, now correct me if I'm wrong, it stands for Electronic Benefits Transfer. And it's a card, right? It's a credit card that gets refilled every month. How are you selling that? I'm naive about this. So, hey, if you know what's going on here, please explain it to me.
Now, slavery and police brutality aside, do you know how incredibly evil you have to be to deny someone food? What deep, dark depths of hell do you have to stoop to find it in your heart to not want the next person to have a hot dog? That's a different level of savagery. That's why I say the DNA, the composition of the DNA is not normal. Because we've already established that all lives don't really matter, even though that's what you all love to say whenever you want to deflect. It's your brains that we need to study. What is it with you all that you are so, like, what is with your brains that you are so committed to people being subservient to you. Be the most mediocre people with the most mediocre history and the most mediocre culture, if you even want to call it that I've ever seen or heard of in my life. What do you have that you haven't stolen?
Well, white people have stolen very little. They pretty much built and invented everything, nearly everything. Culture, as far as that's concerned, go to Europe. You want to see white culture. The United States is one of the least cultural countries in the world. Probably the least. I don't know. I haven't been everywhere in the world. But again, we have here a woman who is overweight with jewelry and fake nails. If you can afford that stuff, all invented by white people, by the way, at least. Jewelry probably not, because we know better than to punch holes in our body, especially a long time ago when you get infections and die. But all this stuff is not something that you should be proud of because you didn't do it. And if you did do it, then, other people did it independently of you. And they're called white people. So
if I came in your house with all my bags, picking out all your food, deep freezer, snacks, your grandmama's milk, and everything, what you gonna do? I'm curious. What you gonna do? If I was to walk in your house and go grocery shopping in your shit.
Well, I have a bunch of double lot. I mean, I think I'm just going to go get some triple lot. You can imagine what that goes into. I think I'm going to, while I'm there picking up my triple lot, I think I pick up some 357 ammunition as well. You tell me what I'm going to do.
They think that we're going to starve. They think that by cutting off SNAP and EBT that they are going to make POC and immigrants starve, not realizing that most POC and most immigrants know how to make a meal out of $5 or less, sometimes even $4 or less. Most immigrant homes run on $40 a week menu. You're not starving us out. Matter of fact, we're about to see who's going to be starved out. And every time y'all try to do this, it always backfires on. Every time in history, it always backfires on. We thrive. Good luck.
Now, she did a better job of hiding her adornments, not putting on any makeup, taking off her jewelry. But at the end there, she messed up. And she showed her fake nails. And if you can make a meal for like $4 or less, why do you need DBT? And you know what? Honestly, I think I eat most meals for less than $4. And I'm not on DBT, so you tell me.
Shut down. There's no food stamps, so I don't have any money for fast food. That means I had to make my own breakfast this morning. Let's go. I have to run out the door, but it would have been much more convenient for me to go through the McDonald's drive-thru, give me a warm, nice McGriddle with the crispy hash brown on the side, and actually go to Starbucks. But I guess I have to start budgeting more.
Again, jewelry, lots of jewelry. Makeup, her hair is relaxed. She's using hair relaxer of some sort. She managed to be able to afford an avocado for her toast. Avocados are freaking expensive unless you're going to your backyard. Not cheap. She's also overweight.
Am I a bad person because I got a little smile on my face when I found out that 42% of the people that receive SNAP benefits are white people in red states?
Yes, you are, because if you were to do this in regards to black people, you would be a bad person. So therefore, if you do it in regards to white people, you're also a bad person. But again, we have a person here with facial piercings. I don't know if she's going to be losing her SNAP. I don't think that she has SNAP. She's just an evil person. I never understood this white people hating white people mentality. Doesn't make sense to me, but what do I know? I'm just rational.
I just learned that I don't get to eat this month. I don't get my food stamps this month because a motherfucker in the White House, an orange motherfucker in the White House, wants a ballroom for $3 billion. I don't get to eat. What? My government is supposed to help me, not hurt me. Why is it hurting me? Why is it taking the money that we have paid into it to give us a ballroom? We don't have a king. Kings need balls. We don't. We're the citizens. We're public citizens. Why do we need a ballroom? We're not invited. That's a king's room. We don't need that. I need my food stamps. I need my food stamps or something's gonna happen.
Yeah, nice nose ring and hair dye and tattoo. Oh, and she has a cat. You can afford a cat, but you can't afford to buy food. Must be nice.
If I don't get my motherfucking food stamp next month, it's gonna be war with me and the motherfucking stores. I'm going to Walmart, Target, Sam Plus, whatever. Walking out that bitch with 3 motherfucking cards. So I better get my motherfucking food stamp. It's gonna be motherfucking war. If I get caught and go to jail, whoop de do, just know I did it for a motherfucking reason.
Just have a question. If everybody in your area who loses their welfare benefits, their food benefits, does this, is there going to be any food for you left?
Employee of the school district, I only get paid once a month. By the time I get my bills paid, I have nothing left to pay for food and other basic needs. If it wasn't for SNAP benefits, I wouldn't be able to feed my children or myself. I work, pay my bills, and like every other mom, I want to be sure that I have enough food to put on the table.
If you were not looking at the screen, be thankful. This woman weighs like 400 pounds. I'm not exaggerating. I don't think you need to get free food if you weigh 400 pounds. So you've got enough food. Not to mention the fact that she has hair dye and 4 studs in one ear. Can't see her other ear. Probably has at least 4 studs, maybe more.
Kids have not ate in 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to take care of my kids.
Trump done cut no food stamps off. If you're poor, don't have kids, okay? If you're struggling, don't have kids. Don't bring more in. If you already have them, that's another situation. If you don't have them, don't bring any in. And if you have 2, don't go having another one. If you have 1, don't go having 2 more.
So they say 2 million is getting cut off this month for the stamps. I'm about to go find out if I'm in that number, in that ratio.
It's been day 5 and I have not received no food stamps. My disability checks is on hold. My cash benefits is not coming no more. They're still pending. It is the taxpayer's job to pay for my kids to eat and for my kids to be taken care of. I have over 2,000 followers on TikTok and I can't get not one person to send me 50 cents. If you're watching a video and you can't send me nothing, I'm blocking you.
And now we're coming to the end here. People who can't afford food, but can afford drugs.
Bro is waiting in the dispensary parking lot, asking people if they have any spare roaches. I don't think y'all understand. The crash out levels is about to go through the roof. No food stamps equals no to less weed money. Like, y'all about to have people out here hangry and sober. That's a diabolical combination. Because the food money got to come out of some budget, and that's the first one it usually comes from. All I'm saying is just be nicer to people in these coming days, because that blunt and those snacks may have been the only thing stopping your coworker from putting you first in line for a meet and greet with God Almighty.
So there you go. So we're going to be all getting our lives taken from us because people who normally can't afford food but can't afford drugs are not going to be able to afford either. It's going to be terrible. Somehow. Why didn't he take the money from his drug budget and buy food so that way he's not hangry? What do I know, though? I mean, I just try to be rational. What can I say? Now, I got a couple of AI-generated videos here that you got to watch. They're amazing. This AI has perfectly captured the appearance of the average woman in these past videos we've been looking at here. It's amazing. It's uncanny. You'd be blown away by it.
Who cut off my luxury fund? Without my EBT, how am I going to live my lavish lifestyle? Turn on my free money or I'll start stealing. I ain't getting no job.
So now you know, if you were able to look at the screen, you know, it was perfect, wasn't it? It was a perfect representation of what we saw in the previous clips. Now, the voice obviously was wrong. It was not shrill enough, nor was it angry enough. But I mean, the look is just, can't imagine anything more perfect. Now, we got a meme here to close us out. If you can afford beer, drugs, cigarettes, manicures, and tattoos, you don't need food stamps or welfare. Yeah. If you can afford anything other than the bare necessities, you don't need food stamps. That's true. And we see they left out here overweight, obese, more abundantly obese, whatever. Some of these women were just terribly fat. This is my sentiment exactly. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you're still subscribed. You can find me on Rumble and on Twitter. I will see you in the next video.